We are going thrifting today, and we are going to be taking you with us.
We are in Wilsonville, Oregon at the Goodwill.
We don't even know where today is going to take us. We just hit the road this morning, and we're just going to see where we end up.
Yeah, you found a Potosi last time we were here, so yes. Let's see.
Check this out, this rattan thing. That's kind of cool. I think it's
for wine bottles.
Oh, I was thinking it was maybe for necklaces or scarves.
Oh.
Because it looks like some kind of a base. Made in Hong Kong, and it's $3.99 green tag. We've got to look at what color is the half off color. Yes.
That's what you just said ooh to?
I said ooh because I saw both of them at the same time. One I went this direction and one I went the other. You should have seen it. This one's $4.99. How much is that one?
A little spendy, I feel like. $6.99?
Ooh, that is a little spendy. I think I would pass. It's good, but it's not perfect. See how the handle is attached down there? It looks a little bit uncomfortable for holding.
And I don't know if that means anything. Yeah.
Let's put that one back, but this is an absolutely going in the cart. And green is $3.99 today, so the other one is half off. This is bizarre. Look at this. Somebody took this art glass and painted those peaches on it. And it's bizarre because it's a very modern art glass, and then they did a very traditional design. But to each their own. I mean, I guess that's the whole point, is make things your own, right? There's a vintage abacus. Ooh, $7.99.
I have the Abacus app on my phone, so I don't need it.
You have an app? You have an abacus app?
Yeah.
Truly? I learn something new about you every day.
This is interesting.
Angel wings. I think it's new though, even though it does kind of look old and crusty.
It's expensive.
How much is it?
$30.
Pretty nice and solid. The way that this wood is put together makes me think it's newer. See how it's joined right here?
Yeah, it is just two like angel wing things.
Okay, we are actually gonna get these. We think they're pretty new, not brand new, but newer. But they're really thick and they're really solid and they're kind of interesting. And we're feeling like if you took them off the more rustic boards, you could do something different with them to make them look more brutalist, more Egyptian. I don't know, kind of into it.
Yeah. We got a pop-up coming up, so I think we could use that as a way to move these probably.
I think so too. Maybe let somebody else decide how they would want to reuse them or display them.
It's $30, a little spendy, but I think we can make a little extra on that.
I think so too. It's $30 for both.
Yes.
And again, the reason we're going for it is because these are really solid. If they were flimsy, I would just think, oh, they're from Home Goods and they're not worth it. But I don't know. They're pretty cool. Let's do it. Oh, I like this. This looks handmade. It's got an artist's signature on there and it's only $5 because it's on sale. I like that kind of organic shape of it. It's not that exciting, but it kind of is. It's a little teak lidded jar.
Were you just looking for one of those at home the other day?
I was actually looking for another one of these yesterday, I think. So that's great. $3.99. It needs a little bit of wood oil, but that can be fixed. I just did a little happy dance because I pulled out this Eileen Fisher. Ooh, they do know, $19.99. Still getting it though. Look at that beautiful blue striped linen. I love the pockets. It actually reminds me of a jacket that I got in Japan. Very similar in style. It's so pretty, and you know what? I am not selling that baby. We got some good stuff in there. I even got more that I didn't get on camera, so I'm gonna show you that at the end of the video. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video for the full haul today.
Now we're at Molalla Goodwill. I love this one.
This is a good one. I'm excited.
Wow.
Let's get inside. New.
Made in China. China's like centuries old, so this could be
an old one. What's this little penguin doing? Look at this guy. He's supposed to be holding something, I think.
just looking for a hug.
Restoration Hardware. That's actually a very expensive brand. It's $6.99. This might be a nice Christmas gift for our sister-in-law who loves penguins. I don't know. Restoration Hardware. I feel like that's probably at least like a $40 or $50 penguin. You know, I mean, as penguins go, I mean, it's a very, very expensive penguin. I like this base, but it's slightly slanted and it's really solid, so I don't think it's gonna bend back. Made in India and it's $4.99. Very pretty design, but the slants got me a little bit hesitant. That's pretty. It's only $1.99. Folk art carved plate. Yeah, that's pretty. That would look gorgeous on a gallery wall. Oh, he's cute. A brass armadillo. It's like the vintage mall chain brass armadillo. $1.99. He's cute. He's coming home with us. Never say no to critters. There's two of these. Those are beautiful. $3.99 each. Yes, please. We manifested that real quick. We just said on the car ride here that we needed a cooler.
Is this one fine?
We're taking our snacks. That's the perfect size.
Yeah, this will be fine.
And Igloo's a good brand, and I actually kind of like the colors. How much is it?
$6.99. Cool.
Nice. Well, that was quick. Look at
Now
that.
we can make the right choices while we're out
Yeah.
shopping all day.
No fast food
Bring
on
our
thrift
lunch with
days. That was probably one of the fastest manifesting I've ever seen.
Well, to be fair, it's not like we're looking down the cooler aisle when we go to Goodwill, so like, I don't know, maybe.
They might be everywhere.
Yeah, like that might not have been a manifest. That might have been just, hey, go check the cooler aisle. There's always coolers there.
I think you were 100% right, and that there's probably a cooler at every single Goodwill. We just don't go down that aisle.
But what's good is when you need a cooler, instead of going and spending a bunch of money on a new one, just go to Goodwill and you can go find one probably any day of the week.
And not only that, it's cheaper. This was $6.99. Probably, I don't know, $25, $30 cooler. So you save money, but also this is the kind of plastic that ends up in the landfill that's not good. So I always feel good about getting anything, especially that's plastic, secondhand. Just makes me feel a little bit better about my purchase. So I've been carrying around for years. It's just like a little Adidas cooler, and you open it up and it's kind of a cooler inside, but it's not as good as those. And this has just been for myself thrifting, but I got a buddy now, I got a picking partner, and so we needed something a little bit bigger to put our snacks and our drinks and luncheons. Picked up some beautiful hand-painted Talavera Mexican pottery. I got two of these. They were $3.99 each, and then an Eastern European folk art hand-painted wooden wall plate.
Oh yeah, a brass armadillo.
I got a brass armadillo. How many of you have been to a brass armadillo antique store? We meant to go when we were in Colorado, but unfortunately the store closed because we spent too long at the other antique mall, so we didn't end up making it. We were so close. We were only a mile or two away. Someday I'll get you to one. All right, next up, where are we headed?
To the Woodburn Goodwill.
I think that is carnival glass. Doesn't it look like a carnival?
Where's the bearded lady?
I like this little... Oh, it's faux stone. I thought that was actually going to be stone. It's very light.
Yeah.
Look at this little project someone made. It's awesome. It's a cobra. Okay. It looks like it could be an ashtray too.
I'm so scared of cobras.
Are you really? Aren't you glad you
feel
didn't
like
see one in Egypt?
One of those things as a kid, I was like, I thought I would encounter cobras in my life and I was gonna
Like
have
quicksand?
to deal with them. Yeah, like quicksand.
Totally. So much stuff. These shelves are packed.
I feel like if I touch something, there's gonna be an avalanche.
I think you could totally be correct on that. So far though, nothing's jumping out at me here. Pretty surprised. There'll be something though. I like the shape on this clear one. It's pretty lightweight, $2.99. If it was hand blown, I'd get it. It's funny because I actually have a shoe stretcher that I use. That one's old.
I know, it's an old one.
Oldie. Look, it says 100 or 00.
00.
00 on it.
I don't know
It's
what that is.
$3.99. I think we should get that.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I don't want it, but I feel like somebody who sells primitive stuff might really like it and it might be good for a display.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's get it. I've got a couple friends who sell primitive stuff.
It's been a long time since we found like a gainy pot or something like that, huh?
I hope you're manifesting one right now by
Trying
saying
to.
that. This is pretty sweet though. $12.99. And both the little handles are actually still in place. It's missing the lid, but that's pretty fabulous.
All right, we gotta go check out the cooler aisle.
Oh, we do. We've
just
got to
to
see it.
if
We got to
there's
see.
a plethora of coolers over there.
I hope there is. Do you think this would be a big enough salt shaker for me? I love my salt. 1980. Evelyn. Hey, I found a piece by her before. Oh, it's got a crack in it though. Darn. I was actually serious about getting it. Here's another little project piece.
What are you turning into the crocodile hunter with your little today? That clear that plastic seal, but I also don't know how you would seal it without something.
Not tight enough seal.
It's like the square one's better than like round.
They make me think of the glass
Right.
bricks, which you love. Check these out. Jesse.
Oh, I remember when I made these.
Yeah, right. Did not.
2011, that would have been in high school.
I knew you. That was like right before we got married.
Yeah, remember when I tried to start my coaster business?
Just 3 things. We've got the pot, the little shoe stretcher, then I found a vintage wool blazer.
So if you have one shoe that needs stretching,
Or you can do them one at a time.
yeah, then you have to like wait like double the time to wear your shoes.
The rain just kind of came out of nowhere. We're gonna wait it out. See, there's blue skies, and then we just got to notice that there's lightning strikes nearby, and there's blue skies over there too. It's very temperamental today. And just like that, we're good. It came back down out of nowhere too. This is why we say if you use an umbrella, you're not a real Oregonian. Nice little wooden goblet, $1.99. I think these are new. These are kind of cute. Those might be vintage. Either way, I like them.
Vintage, like
Vintage,
early 90s.
Vintage-esque. 99 cents for the big one. 99 cents, yeah, those are kind of cool. I like this two-toned frame. $3.99.
Fits our vibe.
It does fit our vibe.
All right, so is that it for today?
Yeah, I think that's it for today. We've got a birthday party for our niece we got to get to. But this is not the end of the episode. We are just getting started. This is day one of thrifting. We're planning on going thrifting again tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and just fast forward and we'll see you tomorrow. We're doing an evening run tonight. So we had a free evening and we were like, what should we do? And then we were like, let's go thrifting. I think we're gonna try to hit maybe 3 or 4 Goodwills and we'll see how they go. We don't thrift a lot on the evenings. We thrift primarily during the weekdays and the weekends.
Some people are like going home to make dinner and stuff like that. And they're bringing stuff out all day long at Goodwill. So I don't know if it really matters what time you go.
No,
There's always new
we've
things
had
coming
success pretty much any time of the day, any day of the week. It's all about going often. That's the most important thing, is just get into Goodwill every chance you get. That one's really neat.
The Jaguar.
Yeah, it is. I like that one for sure.
Oh,
Lemons.
it's actually
Signed. $9.99. Oh yeah, that's great. No chips that I can see on this guy. I mean, we kind of have to do both, right? I definitely prefer
this Lennox
this
too.
one. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
$14.99.
I don't know why this one's worth $5 more.
Because it's got
than
the
other
wave
ones.
thing going on. See, he's got like grass or waves or something going on. I'm definitely gonna say yes to this one.
Okay.
Kind of. That one's a tiger. He's got strays.
I'm gonna do a little quick research, see.
Yeah, let's look it up.
See what they
It's
are.
gonna be pretty valuable, and I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe these were more rare. I'm thinking they're 80s or 90s. Let me do a quick Google on it, and let's see. While you do that, I'm gonna look at some other things over here. It's got kind of a pretty design to it. $4.99. That one's nice too. $4.99. Kind of like this ashtray actually. $3.99. What does that one say? Made Indonesia, I think. I used to sell quite a few of these. They're not incredibly valuable, but I think it was like $18, $20 each. $1.99. That's not bad. I think there's another one over here too. What do you think of these to take to our pop-up? $2.99 and $1.99. $5. Sea turtles. Yep. Oh, and swordfish. That looks like a Scottish crest, but it's an ocean crest.
An interesting, I don't know, it's left me speechless actually.
I was waiting for your response. I was really looking forward to it.
Yeah,
You got nothing.
I got nothing. Swordfish turtle situation. What is this?
Is that for bubbles? Like you dip it in a bubble mix and then you have sheep bubbles?
Is this like, did someone take a fly swatter and turn it into art?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's kind of a weird thing.
It's very weird. Is that going to help you figure it out?
I gotta check the wind resistance of it. It's good.
What is this? It's like a little sewing machine picture frame? That's funny. For the crafty only. We have this set
Oh yeah.
and we actually use it quite often. Now the question is, do we have soup bowls. We have the little bowls, but I honestly can't recall if we have this size. I don't think we do.
I don't remember.
I think we just have the little tiny ones.
There's only 2 of them.
There's 2. There's only 2 of us.
I guess that works out there.
That's perfect. That's the difference right there between Jesse and I. Optimist and pessimist at its core.
I'm not a pessimist.
I'm just teasing you, babe.
I'm a realist.
Yeah. Someone didn't sell this, donated it here, $7.95, $2.99. You said you needed a new hobby.
Did I?
Did you know that I actually played the drums for a minute?
1 minute?
No,
1 whole
like
minute? You played
2 months and then I gave up. But my brother already had them, so at least my parents didn't have to buy them. Someone donated all their music stuff. Look, a keyboard.
It's pretty heavy duty.
We did not get good cell service in there, so we could not look up how much these were worth. We decided to go ahead and just get the one because we both agreed that this was the cuter of the 2. The other one was just fine, but it was $14.99 and we decided not to get it. I just got cell phone service and I kind of think we should have got it. It was worth over $100, but we're not going to turn around and go back because we're already on our way to the next Goodwill and we'll leave it for somebody else that is a reseller or a collector to have. But isn't this one cool? Don't tell me that you know fish planters too.
This is Teresa Edmonds.
No, it's not. Don't believe anything he says. Shelves are a little bare at this one, sadly.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
One of the ones we went to yesterday was like avalanche of stuff on the shelves.
Yeah, right after Jesse made the comment about an avalanche, there actually was an avalanche 2 aisles down from us. We heard the whole thing.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
It was not us, but I was sad that I wasn't filming because you had just said that. I like this. It's actually a really heavy brass bowl or little plate. This will make a great soap dish.
And that'll clean right up.
It's so funny. I used to pick these up. It took me, I don't know, maybe a year to find 8 of them for the shelving unit that I have them on.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just funny because now I see them all the time.
3 here.
And I don't need it anymore. I have all of them that I need. You could be Captain Jack Sparrow with that. Don't put that on your head. I have a bad feeling about that one.
No.
Look at these vintage candles. These are kind of cool. Oh my gosh, these are paper mache from Mexico. No way. $1.99. That is awesome. And then right next to them are some lucite candles. Look at this. Look what I just found.
Oh, yeah.
$6.99. It's a set of 2, probably just the 2 that are in there. And then these are paper mache signed out of Mexico.
Oh, that's weird.
Aren't those cool?
Yeah, it's interesting.
It'll look really good with our Scandinavian Christmas stuff we've got. Look at that. We're already doing better at this Goodwill. No way!
You not see all these?
Oh, I'll take the cup, please. We'll take the lot.
We'll take the lot.
That's awesome. I'm so excited. This is the first time I'm looking in the Christmas stuff. Seriously, though. Very, very excited about those candles. Even though you can't light them, I'm very excited about them.
Courtney Herb.
Courtney Herb, we like your vase. $6.99. Yeah, I think that's really beautiful, and my favorite part is how it kind of dips down
Yeah,
there
I
for
figured.
company.
That's what I thought.
You knew I was gonna like the mouth, the lip.
Yeah. It is the mouth.
Here's one of these sunglass holders. It's got a weird thing going on right there. It's got a mole where his lip fell off. Welcome to our Halloween special. I'm just kidding. But I have a light just because otherwise that's what you're gonna see.
Yeah, it got dark.
And that's a really intense light.
It is.
We'll be quick because this is kind of hard to see anything. All right, I'm very, very excited about these candles. I looked them up just now and a set of them was selling for $75. I think at $1.99 they were a really good buy, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep all of them. I might sell some of them, so stay tuned for my upcoming holiday sale later this fall because I might let a few of them go. I'm going to keep a couple of them for our Scandinavian Christmas. I thought they'd look really pretty with some of those candle holders. All right, we are headed to one final Goodwill. We still have about an hour until it closes.
Oh, look, it fits your spooky Halloween
See, I was just in the mood. I was just in the right kind of mindset tonight.
That's cool.
Dude, check this out. $7.99.
Did you just check this out?
I did. I got too excited. Dude, look, there's like moss growing in it. There's all kinds of fuzzies on it. This is awesome. I'm so excited. What do you think of? Gotcha. I think it's an oil lamp. $12.99. Ooh, it's dirty. It's kind of pretty. I'm gonna pass. Not at $12.99. I'm gonna get these for decorating with. They're $3.99 each, and they kind of have a little bit of a red hue instead of the purple that some of them that I have at the studio have, but I don't think you'll see it in the videos. And it's an interesting shape. I don't have this one.
Look at this. I feel like this is what makes your home high class.
To have a
If you had like
bow.
something like this just in there.
That's not classy.
Was that you or was that?
That was not me. This plant originates in Papua New Guinea and Australia. So somebody turned the pod into a vase, which I think is awesome. I like learning new things, and it's just kind of cool to see something that is different than the traditional Oregon myrtle wood, which we find all the time here on the shelves. So it's cool that they actually found a way to turn a vase out of other parts of a plant. I think we're calling it a day. We kind of have to because that was the last Goodwill that we could reach within the time frame of them closing. It's getting late.
I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, let's get home and get some
Get
food.
some dinner.
I'm gonna head to the studio tomorrow morning and I'm gonna show you everything we found the last couple days thrifting and pull it all out for you and even decorate with a few of the items. I want to give a huge thank you to Factor for sponsoring today's video. We are in an exciting season of life being busier than ever before. And on days like today, when we go out thrifting all day and all evening, something's gotta give. Spending 2 hours in the kitchen is not an option, but that doesn't mean that we have to sacrifice the taste and the quality of our dinner. Factor's cold pressed juices and smoothies are my favorite go-to in the morning when I'm ready to hit the road and go picking. Factor is now owned by HelloFresh, and if you've watched my channel for a long time now, you know how much I love the convenience and the taste of HelloFresh meals. So when I heard about Factor and that they were owned by HelloFresh, I immediately was open to giving it a try. They have a wide array of meal plans to choose from. There's something for everyone. Between hosting international group travels, local flea markets, and group shopping trips here in Oregon, to say that Jesse and I have been busy this summer would be an understatement. With our delicious Factor meals, we are able to skip the grocery store lines, the chopping, the prepping, all while getting the flavor and the nutritional quality that we need. An extra bonus, there are way less dishes to clean. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes. So all you have to do is heat them up and enjoy and get back to your beautiful, busy life. They've got gourmet plus options prepared to perfection by chefs and ready to eat in record time. With Factor, you can rest assured you are making a sustainable choice. After a long day thrifting, video editing, or hosting a vintage market, Jesse and I look forward to coming home to a fast, healthy, and simple meal. Head to factor75.com or click on the link below and use code LEFTCOAST50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code LEFTCOAST50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month's order. Thanks again to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Not a bad day out thrifting. We got some really interesting things. Lots of really good pottery, a couple great brass items, our cooler, which is kind of an odd thing for me to show you thrifting. Hands down the thing I'm the most excited about, the vintage Mexican paper mache candles and the lucite ones. And then I found a few designer clothing items as well. Overall, I'm thrilled with what we found. So I was able to look up these wing wall hangings, and it looks like they might have been originally sold actually at Home Depot, but the listing that I found had them at over $150 per wing. So I still think that we got a good buy on them. It's so funny because on the boards, they look very much like something that I would not pick up or decorate with. However, I really feel like if they were taken off of the boards and mounted in a cool way with the right items on a wall, I really do think that they could look neat. They have a very brutalist style to them, and they kind of look Egyptian to me. We'll find out if it was a good purchase. We're gonna go ahead and bring them to our pop-up event on November 2nd and 3rd. We're not sure yet whether we're going to try remounting them and doing something completely different with them, or if we will just display them on the wall the way that they currently are with the wood. We'll see. To be determined. I thought these bowls were a really good find. They are artist signed with an H on the back. They're really well made, and they have a beautiful classic minimalist design to them. I love anything that has an organic freeform shape, and we found 3 different items that have that. The brass dish, this beautiful bowl, which actually is deeper than it looks from the top, and then this gorgeous plum colored bowl. That one's signed by the artist. I haven't done research on this one yet, but this was half off, so we only paid $5 for it. And then both of these were also handmade, studio pottery. And then these I think are actually new. I'm not sure, but they were only $1 and I loved the color. I actually like having this kind of dusty plum color in fall decor. I think it looks really pretty with the warm tones that a lot of people decorate with for fall. So I thought that those would be great to bring for our fall setting at the pop-up event. Then I don't know exactly why we picked this up. I think just because it was antique and it was only $3.99. But we do have some friends who sell really primitive stuff, so I might see if any of them want this. So we found 9 of these red candles. I'm so excited about these. They're really lightweight, and obviously you don't burn these. They were only $1.99 each, and these are from the 1960s. Let me show you how I'm planning on using a few of these at home decorating for Christmas this winter. All right, it's way too early to be busting out Christmas in my opinion. I still have my Halloween decorations going on up here. So this is kind of what I normally do. I don't really have Halloween items per se, but I do have black things, and I use natural things like little pumpkins and gourds and beeswax corn on the cob candles to kind of decorate to give a fall or Halloween vibe. Christmas, however, is the one holiday that I do actually thrift items for. This is just kind of a glimpse of the kind of Scandinavian Christmas decor that we own. 100% of it's been thrifted from different thrift stores, estate sales over many years, and the collection's really been growing the last year or two. So I'm excited to get everything out of storage and start decorating, which I will share with you how everything turns out. I think that I can make these candles work in the ice cubes. They didn't quite fit in these, but I've got lots of options in my storage. I didn't want to pull everything out, so I will find the right candle holders for them. So there you have it. When I'm talking about my Scandinavian Christmas, this is what I'm talking about. We got 2 of these. They were $3.99 each, but I will show you why I picked them up. I love to mix and match. Having different styles of cups and different heights looks amazing when you put it all together in a collection. We don't decorate with a lot of glass in our house except for during the holiday season. We use a lot of glass with our Christmas decor. There's just something about how the light hits it during the winter time I really love. And one tip, if you're like me and you don't love a lot of shiny surfaces, is take something glass like this and mix it with a more matte finished item. To me, glass looks beautiful when it's displayed all together or when it's really balanced out like this. This was a really good find value-wise, but also it's fun to learn more about NYTCH. The company's been around since the late 1800s, and there is so much to learn about all the different items that they've produced. This little wicker stand cleaned up pretty good. Not perfectly, but I just used a little bit of blue Dawn soap and a blue scrubber brush, and I got most of that mildew off. This is what I'm thinking of using this for at the pop-up event, just some kind of a simple jewelry display. I don't do a lot of clothing, but when I do, I try to look for brands that are pretty valuable, but also really well made. Eileen Fisher tops sell for between $100 and $200 brand new. It's in perfect condition and it's such a beautiful linen top. Another solid brand that always sells incredibly well and is pretty valuable is Free People. They have a couple different types of tags, but I always look for this little metal tag that says Free People. That's the most obvious one. The quality is really good, and I did pay $29.99 for this, but these dresses sell online for quite a lot of money, and this one's especially beautiful in this deep charcoal color. I got a 100% linen Ralph Lauren dress for $9.99. It's kind of a tunic style. I thought that was really pretty. And then I picked up this beautiful plaid wool jacket. Plaid is so popular right now. Thanks to my girl Taylor Swift, she's making it more popular than ever. Plaid is so classic and timeless. It's always a good investment. I like the buttons on this one too. So this one is coming to the pop-up event as well. And it was actually only $5 because it had a green tag on it, so it was half off.
Is this the last video that you and I are going to do before Halloween happens?
I think it is.
Speaking of this spooky light.
Yeah, I think it is.
What are we doing for Halloween?
I have no idea. Why?
I don't know.
I don't have any
Are we
plans.
going to go trick-or-treating?
I'll go trick-or-treating. Do you want to go trick-or-treating?
I want to go trick-or-treating for like vintage stuff.
Trick-or-treating for vintage stuff?
Can we like knock on people's doors and we're like, you got anything vintage?
You want to sell your art up there? I really like that. Thank you so much for joining us in today's episode, and we will see you after Halloween in a brand new adventure soon. The weather's kind of wild today. Today? The
Crikey's.
What was that? Why did I have an accent? The weather's kind of weird today. Can't decide if it's nice out or not nice out. And it can't make up its mind.
It's not nice.
Today.
It's not nice.
Why do I got the giggles? Now we look really haunted.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Brake lights
in front of us.